A dark Friday it is, as Kenyans mourn with the families of the 17 children that perished in the fire at Nyeri's Hillside Academy in Endarasha. We send our heartfelt condolences to the bereaved, and our hearts also bleed for the children that are nursing injuries from the incident. We pray for their healing. A tragedy visiting families and friends of the affected at Hillside Academy cast a shadow of grief over the whole of Kenya. From Media Max Network Limited, we say poleni sana. Friday Live starts with this heartbreaking news. I am Remy Majala, and our sign language interpreter for tonight is Evelyn Wangoi. Here, of course, our top stories for today. We begin with the Hillside fire tragedy. Now, President William Ruto has declared 3 days of a national mourning in honor of the 18 pupils from Hillside Endarasha Primary School who tragically lost their lives today following a fire outbreak in one of the dormitories. Confirming the tragedy, National Police Service spokesman Dr. Resila Onyango stated that 13 other pupils with severe burns have been rushed to various hospitals in Nyeri County, while others in critical condition have been airlifted to Nairobi. 4 of the 13 are in critical condition, with one being treated at Kenyatta National Hospital. Busara Naman has more details.
According to reports, the fire, which its cause is yet to be established, broke out at around 11 p.m., with firefighters from Kiawara initially responding to the inferno. However, they sought assistance from the Nyeri Fire Brigade after realizing that the fire was too large to handle alone. The Nyeri firefighters arrived at the scene around 3 a.m., but by that time, the damage had already been significant. 16 pupils were burnt beyond recognition, and another student died in hospital while receiving treatment. Another 13 students are receiving treatment in different hospitals in Nyeri County, while others were flown to Nairobi. 4 out of the 13 are in critical condition, with one, a 12-year-old boy with 70% burns, flown to Nairobi's KNH for further treatment. Sorrowful parents at Hillside Endarasha Academy in Nyeri County waited in agony for information about the whereabouts of their children following the tragedy at the school. Some parents went home with their kids as investigations continue. The dormitory that caught fire housed more than 150 boys between age 10 and 14. Since most of the buildings are built with wooden planks, the fire spread quickly. Acting Deputy Inspector General Gilbert Masengeli said investigations are underway to reveal the cause of the fire.
As we talk today, the investigations are underway. Hiyo shule ya Endarasha ambayo ni Hillside Academy, kuna wale walioaka na kuna wale ambao wamekuwa admitted katika Nyeri Provincial Hospital.
Busara Naman, K24 TV.
Now, a 12-year-old boy is in the intensive care unit at Kenyatta National Hospital after sustaining 70% burns in the Hillside Academy fire that claimed the lives of 18 other pupils. Doctors at the hospital have reported that they are working around the clock to save his life. The boy is one of the 4 students referred to KNH in critical condition. Brana Moy reports.
At the scene of the tragedy, government officials and leaders arrived one after another, offering condolences to parents who stood in agony, desperately awaiting information about their sons and daughters. Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, upon visiting the scene, confirmed that 70 pupils remain unaccounted for.
There were 311 pupils who are in boarding school. So far, 27 are in hospital. 37 are with parents. 1 has passed on in hospital. And indeed, 86, their whereabouts are known. We still have 70 kids that are unaccounted.
Some pupils reportedly sought refuge in neighboring homes as they fled the scorching flames. Calls have been made for those sheltering the children to return them to school, aiding the ongoing efforts to trace the missing.
The DCI from Nairobi is here And already I've begun piecing together some of the forensic information that we require. The Red Cross and GAO are helping in the tracing of missing children.
When this incident happened, some parents came here and took away their children, and they have not filed this report. I'm appealing to each and every parent who took their child from here to report the same. We'll give a number that is here by the International Red Cross.
Basic Education PS Belio Kipsang echoed these sentiments, stating that some parents had picked up their children and must now report back to ensure all learners are accounted for.
We are also asking all of us, mainly the local community. I know when the fire broke out, quite a number of our children may have gone out of the compound. We are all trying to account for every child, and we are urging all of us to be able to support us as we consolidate and make sure that we account for every child.
Mount Kenya Hospital has been now, for the time being, designated as our trauma and accident center for this matter. We have boosted the personnel there, and therefore we are going to ensure that every child who went through this trauma will go through Mount Kenya.
The learners had an enrollment of 824 learners, 402 boys and 422 girls. The dormitories, where 17 boys tragically lost their lives, housed 156 boys.
There will be a lot of work of collecting samples for DNA to be able to match the bodies with the parents, and we are calling upon everybody to cooperate. So we are asking the media, we are asking the people of Kenya to allow our officers from the DCI, who are very competent, who are very professional, to be given time.
As the parents cling to hope, President William Ruto tweeted after speaking with the school's principal, instructing a thorough investigation into the incident. The tweet read, "The government, through the Ministry of Interior and Coordination of National Government, is mobilizing all necessary resources to support the affected families. I instruct relevant authorities to thoroughly investigate this horrible incident. Those responsible will be held to account." Former President Uhuru Kenyatta expressed that the pain of the tragedy is beyond description. Former Premier Raila Odinga also termed the tragedy as devastating in his social media post. The Kenya Secondary Schools Union KUPPET has appealed to the government to ensure safety in schools and prevent future incidents. They further urged all schools to comply with Safety Standards Manual for Schools in Kenya 2018. Meanwhile, the Kenya National Union of Teachers (NAT) has called on the government security apparatus to conduct a speedy investigations to uncover the cause of the fire. Meanwhile, the pain, the agony and the anguish of the parents waiting to know the fate of their kids still continues. Martin Opio, K24 TV, Nairobi.
Right now, of course, keeping up with that story, we have mentioned to you that a 12-year-old boy is in the intensive care unit at the Kenyatta National Hospital after sustaining 70% burns in the Hillside Academy fire that claimed the lives of 18 other pupils. Doctors at the hospital have reported that they are working around the clock to save his life. The boy is one of 4 students referred to KNH in critical condition, and Brian Amwai has that report.
The Hillside Endarasha Academy tragedy on Thursday claimed the lives of 18 pupils, leaving several others nursing injuries. Kenyatta National Hospital became the destination for those in critical condition. A 12-year-old boy is now fighting for his life at the National Hospital, suffering from 70% burns. The hospital management confirmed that the pupil had inhaled a significant amount of smoke, further endangering his life. The boy is one of the 4 pupils referred to KNH for treatment.
He's a 12-year-old boy who suffered a a significant degree of burns that we estimate at 70%. The burns are both external, and the patient also inhaled a lot of smoke, which is another hazard. So I would say that is a severe condition. We are doing our best. We have put him on life support, and is receiving all the due care that is possible within our means.
We have 4 patients that have been referred for specialized treatment with varying degrees of burns. 3 are admitted in Kenyatta, Othaya, Nyeri, and 1 has been referred here to Kenyatta National Hospital, Nairobi. 7 have been treated and discharged, while 3 are currently undergoing treatment and observation.
Health Cabinet Secretary Deborah Baraza visited the hospital and assured the public that Kenyatta National Hospital is well equipped to handle emergencies, as she assessed its readiness to manage cases arising from the fire incident.
And I have been assured by the Kenyatta National Hospital management that the facility is up to the task and ready to manage any cases.
For example, right now we've been able to take care of a majority of the patients in the area where the tragedy has happened. We are happy and our minister has actually just confirmed with the administration that KNH Othaya has been able to take care of the other cases. Only 1 case has been evacuated to KNH here, and we are confident that we have the facilities that we need to be able to handle this situation.
National emergency teams have also been dispatched to provide psychological care to both the pupils and the parents of Hillside Academy. This tragedy has thrown the nation into mourning, with anxiety gripping the parents of the school's pupils as they continue to search for their children. Reports indicate that 70 students remain unaccounted for. Brian Amoai, K24.
Now, we have had a history of school fires in Kenya. Mombolulu Girls Secondary School, the fire was in 1999, and it occurred when students seeking revenge started it. It killed 4 prefects, and the attack was carried out by students who had been suspended. They returned to school with the intention of retaliation. Now, we also do have St. Kizito Secondary School, Tigania, and that is in 1991. 19 girls were killed when boys short-circuit the school's electricity to cause a power outage. The girls who sought refuge were later brutally assaulted and killed. The attack involved stones and other violent means, resulting in a horrific loss of life and numerous injuries. We also do have we already read that one. Let me move over to the Kianguli Secondary School fire in 2001. It, of course, remains the deadliest school fire in Kenya's history. 67 boys died when 2 disgruntled students set fire to a dormitory. The arsonists used petrol to ignite the blaze in the middle of the night. And, of course, that is followed by the Andarasha Boys Secondary School fire in 2010. It happened on the 17th of October. The fire claimed the lives of 2 Form 1 students. The blaze was set by 11 students who were later charged with murder and later acquitted. The cause of fire was linked to students' conflict and issues within the school. Now, this emphasized the urgent need for improved management and safety measures. And then we do have the Moi Girls High School fire in 2017, happened on the 1st of September, and the blaze was started by a 14-year-old. She had previously shown classmates that she can cast spells by lighting a matchbox. She was convicted of manslaughter and sentenced to 5 years in prison. The fire highlighted the dire need for stricter safety protocols in schools. And then now we do have the Asumbi Girls Boarding Primary School fire happening in 2012 in August, claiming the lives of 8 young pupils, and the fire is believed to have been caused by an electric fault exacerbated by barred windows and a locked dormitory. This rather prevented the girls from escaping or receiving help. And then we do have present day Hillside and Andarasha Academy, which happened Thursday night, and it claimed the lives of 18 pupils. Right, quite tragic. Quite a tragic story there. Right now, over 680,000 people have been screened for Mpox as the country records another case, marking 5 cases. Health CS Deborah Baraza said the latest case involving a 29-year-old woman with no recent history of travel was detected in the coastal city of Mombasa. The Ministry of Health has revealed that the screening is being conducted across all the 26 entry points into the country to limit imported cases of the disease. Baraza says surveillance has been heightened and the ministry is prepared to deal with the rising cases.
Regarding Mpox, I will just start, and the incident manager of the Mpox response will also add in. So currently now we are at 5. We have 5 cases of Mpox. However, we have some that have recovered, 3, and 2 who are now in isolation. I want to assure Kenyans that we are having heightened surveillance and lab diagnosis is ongoing. Yeah, so we have the right capacity for diagnosis and training as well.
The cases that we had before were mainly imported cases, but the 5th case is suggestive of community transmission having started. And I just want to say that this is something that we expect. That we expected that sooner or later we will probably start having community transmission. We will also start seeing a spike in the number of cases. We have screened more than 680,000 people who are coming into the country across all the 26 ports of entry into the country, so that we make sure that we limit the imported cases. At the same time, we have conducted 100, as at yesterday, 124 tests, which 111 came out negative, 5 came out positive, and 9 are undergoing analysis, so we will be able to give those results once we get them. We have also employed very advanced diagnostic tests.
Friday Live is taking a short break. We'll be back with more stories. Do stay with us.
Hii September endelea kufurahia na StarTimes. Renew your subscription today to enjoy top entertainment. Lots of fun and adventures on our kiddie channels.
Wow, that's amazing.